ask yourself, all these footballers who get scholarship, they don't read that much, they are just gifted, they know how to play football, people get to sponsor them. Most people always feel like you have to have a first class before you can get a scholarship. You don't need to be so concerned about having a first class. Most of them don't even apply for scholarship or don't apply to further their education. You know, most people just finish school, they just finish bachelor's and they're like, you know what, I want to work, I want to make money. When you're applying and then you get to write exam, that is even what is important. That is the exam you need to prepare for, to really know if that certificate is yours. There'll be something that they see in you they probably will not see in someone else. That's why you don't need to bring down yourself, especially because you guys are not doing the same course. Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. And if this is the first time that you're joining, I want to say a very big welcome. I'm going to be answering a question that is on your mind. Fast forward to when I started applying for scholarships. I remember people literally telling me that, oh okay, can you get the scholarship, blah 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 blah, because I finished with a 2-1. Most people always feel like you have to have a first class before you can get a scholarship, and personally for me, I do not believe that. I believe that someone who have decided, you know what, I want to pay for your tuition fee. Yes, they want to pay for people who are going to be really serious and people who they feel like, oh, will come out the best. That's one of the reasons they want to pick the top. You don't need to be so concerned about having a first class or having a really high grade before you start applying for a scholarship. I know of 2 people who applied to this school, to my school. One of them got a first class and the other one got a 2-1. And it's so funny and shocking because when my friend was actually giving me this gist, I was shocked because I'm like, obviously the person with the first class is going to get, right? That's practically what everybody will even feel like. The person with the first class is the one that's supposed to get the scholarship. But unfortunately, it was the person with 2-1 that got the scholarship. And that's when I started asking myself questions. What do these people really want? And then it dawned on to me that you cannot really compare yourself with someone else, especially because you guys are not doing the same course. So you never really know what they really want. So personally for me, now that I finished with an engineering course and then you want to compare me with someone that did like art, I'm not trying to look down on anybody's course, but we have to be honest with ourselves that there are some courses that are so hard. It's just like me. I know I will never want to go and study medicine or compare myself with a medicine student because I know what they go through and I know how it's so competitive. Even the smartest, like, you'll be shocked that the person who comes last in the medicine department is probably so smart. So you cannot compare that person with just anyone. So that's the question you need to ask yourself. You cannot compare yourself with someone who comes first class because your course might be different. There might be something that they will see in your qualification. There'll be something that they see in you that they probably will not see in someone else. That's why you don't need to bring down yourself or always be like, oh, am I good enough? This is one thing I try not to do to myself. And I always tell people, see, you never know, just apply. You really never know. I remember when I was trying to apply for scholarship and there was also somebody that wanted to actually go study abroad, and the person used to bring me down, honestly, make me feel like it wasn't possible. And that's why I'm here to really like try to boost your self-esteem. I was always like, you know what, I don't care, it's not just to apply, let me just apply. Whatever happens, at least the worst that can happen is that I don't get it, but I will not give up. I'll keep applying. I believe in God. So I was always applying. I applied for so many scholarships. I got rejected. I would go for interviews and then the first question they will ask me is, have you published anything? I'm like, I just finished my bachelor's. Who is thinking of publishing? And that was what they will always ask me. And I'll be like, no, I've not published. And then they will not give me the scholarship. I kept applying. And I won't say I applied a lot, but I kept applying, honestly. No matter what people tell you, oh, you cannot get it, oh, you get it, just believe in God. Honestly, it's not, I know that people used to say it's by connection, but see, whether connection or no connection, just be applying. do not tell you, don't look down on yourself, just apply. I even realized that most people with all this first class or high GP, most of them don't even apply for scholarship or don't apply to further their education. Most people just finish school, they just finish bachelor's and they're like, you know what, I want to work, I want to make money. Even me, I didn't even plan to study. If you tell me that I'm here like, oh, okay, Oma, you've always had it in mind to study, I'll just laugh at you, because is it me that not like school? So it's not like even personally I plan to continue with education. I was really focusing on my YouTube, my blogging and everything, but as it wasn't like getting money as I wanted, so I'm like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? Let me just apply for scholarship to go study, and probably by the grace of God still be doing what I love, like still be doing my blog and doing YouTube. As of then, when I was applying, it wasn't as if I was even doing YouTube. I was just blogging. I had a website and I was writing books, so I'm just like, what, I want to further my education, let me just go for it. And I did. So do not look down on yourself. Don't have to tell yourself that, oh, I have to have the highest grade. What I tell people to just do is keep applying. You never know what those people want. It might not really be that they need someone with a high grade. They probably just need someone who is serious, who has like a vision, who has like a bright future, something. Someone who is just talented. Just probably need someone who is talented. Okay, ask yourself, all these footballers who get scholarship, some of them don't even really read. They don't read that much. They're just gifted. They know how to play football, and people get to sponsor them. So why are you saying you have to have like high grade before you want to get the scholarship? So never look down on yourself. Just apply. YouTube is the best platform for you to do your research. Google too is also the best platform for you to do your research. Know what you want, know the course that you want to study, and go for it. If you are planning to do the scholarship in a country, try to know about the country. Don't just go there like what I did. I didn't even do research about China before I came here, but when I came, I feel like they will still help you. The school will still set out things that will help you, even though you don't know anything about the country. I hope this video was really helpful so that they don't get to be discouraged when it comes to applying for scholarship. Honestly, don't get discouraged. Just keep applying with your grade. Make sure that when you're writing, because when you're going to write to the school, they're going to read what you write. In short, that's the selling point. I also wrote exams. I know that I never really talk about the fact that I wrote exam before I got the scholarship, because my scholarship is kind of different. I wrote exam, and honestly, it's that exam that we even tell. Like when you're applying and then you get to write exam, that is even what is important. That is the exam you need to prepare for. They might not even look at your grade or something, or what you graduated with from university. It can be just that exam that they will use to grade you, to really know if that certificate is yours. So you see, it's from the exam. So try as much as possible to keep applying. Do not look down on yourself, okay? I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.